Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm about to do a modification that changes. This is the control unit here, but I bought an extra start line that looks just like this, so you can run 4-lane, and you can buy another one to make it run 6-lane. However, I am not doing that layout. I'm literally just going to make a double lane track all the way around, but then it's going to split off and pretty much tie back into itself. So instead of running 4 separate lanes all the way around the track, they're eventually going to meet up and go back into this one start-finish gate. So in order to do this modification without the other start-finish gate lights, those indicator lights, to count the laps to count the lanes 3 and 4. If you just wanted to convert the start-finish line into a normal powered adapter that plugs in to the side of this one, well, we got it over here. And this, I'll tip it up a little bit so you can see. Don't want to dump all my screws. That is the plug-in adapter start-finish line. That's going to be plugged into that start-finish gate over there. Anyway, I've taken apart the back of it just to see the guts inside, to see what's going on in there. So I want to bypass and take out those infrared LEDs to read the cars, and so I can just have this as just a piece of powered track plugged into the control unit track. So here's what we look like inside. All right, zoom in on it there. So you got the plugs over here and the plugs over there. So these are the 2 LEDs, and that's what we want to take out along with that chip. So I've already snipped the wires, the black wire, the jumper lead to go from that negative into this, and the positive going into this. So I've already taken them off. And just give that a little wiggle. When you take the 6 screws off, there's before I take off the chip, the 6 screws, there's 5 of them that are normal Phillips head screws, and then there's 1 Torx head screw. That one I didn't have a Torx head for, so you just with your normal eyeglass one that takes out the other 5 screws, you just put a little bit of extra pressure on that, not too much, and it should come right out. As long as it's the correct size for the other screws, meaning the screwdriver. So, all right, now everything else inside that doesn't have any screws, so you can just give that a little wiggle. They're on little friction posts. So that's that. Give that a little tug to the side. They're just wedged in because they're held in place solidly by the back plate. That's that, and there you go. Put that over there. And now all you have is a standard powered plug-in lane. It's not going to count laps. So I'll put the back plate back on, put it on the track, and see how it runs. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the second half of this video. And as you can see, I did some electrical tape over the start-finish line so it doesn't confuse people when they're putting it back on the track and say, oh, do I go on this start line or the other start line? No. One start line, and that's just the continuing powered lane. So, just to show you guys that it works, I'm going to get the trusty General Lee here, 132nd by Pioneer. Gorgeous one. So, here we go. We'll see if we can listen to the lap. Oh, stuck at the cross change there for a second. Here we go now. One more time. Alright, hopefully that little beep read, and then we get the second lane. Beep. Third lane. No beep. Fourth lane. No beep. So as you can see, it's not connected to anything else. It's just connected to the control unit, so that powered lane works to powering the rest of this track back here. So it's not connected to anything. That's it. Just 4 pieces of straight. Works perfectly. So you guys take this one, and it's a good easy mod, and I left everything intact. So all you got to do is just put that back in, solder that wire and that wire to those appropriate jumper places. You'll see red to red, black to black, and then put these little LEDs back in place. Just give them a little wiggle, they're fine. And then you get your old start finish line back. Take your electrical tape off, and then you can do a real 4-lane setup. I think the next one we're going to do is like a NASCAR circuit, so to speak. Sorry. Have a good day and enjoy.